we. Hindi pala, DepEd pala ito, no? O sige, tanong mo si DepEd yan.
Madam Chair, iba na po ang DepEd Secretary natin ngayon na hindi naman nag-request ng confidential fund. Ang nag-request po noon as the DepEd Secretary ay ang Vice President.
Representative Raul Manuel with the NPA units in Southern Mindanao alleging that he visited
Madam Chair, point of order.
Sitio Bolos, Barangay Laguoy, Talingon, Davao Norte in 2017. And his alleged connections with the CPP-NPA coupled with the recruitment activities involving Kabataan Party List. Rendell, who was missing for 11 months and
Madam Chair, point of order, Madam Chair.
But thank you very much, the Honorable Adyong, for reminding us on how we should all behave. It goes for all members as well as our guests today. Amen, sir. We've heard you loud and clear. So, salamat. Our next...
motion, Madam Chair.
yes, sorry. Is there any objection to the motion introduced by the Honorable Benny Abante? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
I would like also to manifest that I voted to strike the statements of my dear colleagues on the Vice President. I'd like you to know that.
Right. Thank you. So the next to interpolate is from the minority. We have the Honorable Arlene Brosas.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I have very simple questions, Madam Chair. I hope the VP can answer this. Can the old VP confirm that it requested and was granted the amount of 125 million for the confidential expenses for 2022 despite having no provision for a line item on confidential funds, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, that is the subject of Supreme Court cases.
Arlene,
Madam Chair,
please proceed. Yes.
yes, Madam Chair, ang tanong ko lang po ay simple, no? Kung may provision, kung may line item o wala. So, Madam Chair, kung hindi po sinasagot, I will go on to my next question,
please
Madam
proceed.
Chair. Maaari rin bang kumpirmahin ng OVP na ang 125 million confidential funds na nirequest nito noong 2022 ay ginamit lamang mula December 21 hanggang December 31, 2022, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, that is the subject of Supreme Court cases.
Yes, Madam Chair, obviously, ayaw tayong sagutin, Madam Chair, kasi, Madam Chair, pera ng taong bayan ito, Madam Chair, no? Yun po yung nakalagay dito. At karapatan na malaman ito ng bawat isa sa atin, Madam Chair, it is a matter of public interest. At humihingi po tayo ng transparency and accountability kaugnay dito, Madam Chair. So, Madam Chair, kung hindi po sasagutin yung 2 questions ko, baka naman yung 3rd, Madam Chair, masagot. Ayon sa ipinasang accomplishment report, utilization of confidential and intelligence funds ng OVP, ginamit ang 125 million para sa safe implementation of OVP initiatives and confidence building. Ano itong safe implementation of OVP initiatives and confidence building? Ano po yung programa sa ilalim nito, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, the first 2 questions are exactly the questions that were submitted to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the correct venue to answer those questions because there are pending cases there already. So, pangatlong tanong niya, that is, our answer nakalagay doon sa aking opening statement, we cooperate with all the audit actions of the Commission on Audit. So, lahat yan sinasagot namin sa tamang venue. Kinestyon kami sa Supreme Court, sumagot kami sa Supreme Court. Kinestyon kami sa COA, sumagot kami sa COA.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. No, precisely. Kaya ko po tinatanong to, Madam Chair. If you remember, we requested, actually hindi nga kami nag-request eh. Nag-request kami na isabina doon sa stake-room yung audit report because we would like to be appraised doon sa nilalaman, Madam Chair. Kaya po tayo nagtanong. And since the VP is saying na merong Supreme Court, may we have a copy, Madam Chair, of the Supreme Court, no, na kanilang kaso, Madam Chair. Pwede ba yun i-disclose sa atin, Madam Chair? Please, do you have a copy of that, Madam Chair?
Of course not. I am not the Supreme Court. They should request doon sa Supreme Court.
The Honorable Eileen Brosas, proceed please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Obviously, ayaw tayo sagutin, no? Kaugnay sa ating mga hiling at sa ating mga katanungan, Madam Chair. Dapat po masagot tayo, no? Very specific kung ano yung ginawa, no? Sa pera ng taong bayan. Kasi pera ng taong bayan to Madam Chair. Kasi Madam Chair, sa accomplishment report na ipinasa ng OVP sa loob lamang ng December 21 to 31, 2022, gumastos ang OVP ng first 14 million para sa purchase of information, 10 million para sa payment ng reward, 16 million para sa rental of incidental expenses para sa maintenance ng safe houses, 35 million para sa purchase ng supplies, 40 million para sa medical and food aid, 10 million para sa incentives o traveling relative to the confidential operations. So, Madam Chair, sa Joint Circular Number 2015-01 ng COA, DBM, DILG, GCG, DND na naglalaman ng guidelines on the entitlement, release, use, reporting, and audit of confidential or intelligence funds, hindi kasama sa paggagamitan ng confidential funds ang medical at food aid. Kaya saan ginamit ng OVP ang 40 million para sa medical and food aid? Ito ay pinakamalaking confidential funds budget na nilaan ng OVP. Kaya po dapat sagutin tayo, no, ng OVP kaugnay dito, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair. In my opening statement, we said on the issue of confidential funds, we have received audit actions regarding the confidential funds of the OVP. We have submitted our responses and we assure our full cooperation with the ongoing audit.
Please proceed, Honorable Brosas.
I am reiterating, Madam Chair, na ayon sa 4.0 General Guidelines number 48, the CF or the confidential fund shall be used only for the following: purchase of information necessary for the formulation and implementation of program activities and projects relevant to the national security and peace and order. So, Madam Chair, ito po yung nilalabag nun, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, rental of transport vehicles, rentals and incidental expenses, purchase of rental or supplies, 4.85, payment of rewards, uncover, prevent illegal activities, 4.87, others na authorized ng GAA, Madam Chair. So yun lang ang pinapayagan at wala po doon ang medical and food aid, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, sa next question ko po, sa date ng liquidation report, date na lang to date na lang ng liquidation report ng OVP, Madam Chair. Para sa period ng December 21 to 31, 2022, sinubmit ito noong January 10, 2023. But the certification date was January 10, 2022. At ninotarize ito ng January 16, 2023. Maaari po bang ipaliwanag ito ng OVP, Madam Chair?
Do you mean January 10, 2023?
Yeah, January 10, notarize ng January 16, 2023.
Yes.
Yeah.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2025 budget proposal by question and answer. I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the 2025 budget.
Honorable Rosas, you may proceed.
Madam Chair, ayaw tayo sagutin, Madam Chair. Hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit tayo ayaw sagutin. Napakasimple po ng mga tanong natin. It is about dates. It is about confirming yung mga dates, Madam Chair. So ayaw tayo sagutin at sa harap no ng publiko. Ang publiko po ay may karapatang malaman ito. Kaya po tayo nagka-question kaugnay dito, Madam Chair. This is about transparency and accountability, and it doesn't exempt the office of the Vice President, no, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Madam Vice President.
She may not like my answer. She may not like how I answer. She may not like the content of my answer. But I am answering. I do not have to answer to her. If I want to answer to the people,
Yes, we note that, Madam Vice President.
if I want to answer to the people,
You may proceed, Honorable Rosas.
yes, Madam Chair,
Madam
we
Chair,
are already
kailangan
cooperating with the Supreme
Tama,
Court
Madam Chair.
cases
Ang
and the
dokumentong
Commission on
ipinataas sa
Ethics.
opisyal ng gobyerno, Madam Chair. I believe yun po ang kailangan natin gawin, ano? Sa isang simpleng mamamayan, kapag
Madam
nagkamali ka ng kahit isa sa
Diba?
board na sasagutin,
Please wait
Madam
to be
Chair,
acknowledged. Yes, Honorable Rosas, please
yes,
proceed.
nagpapasa tayo
Diba,
ng application. Kailangan tama ang nakalagay,
Kung hindi
Madam
na naman
Chair.
gusto kung paano
Ipapasulit sa'yo kapag nagkamali ka. Ganyan din ang
ako.
gobyerno.
Wait to be acknowledged,
Diba?
Madam Vice President. Isa-isa lang
Hindi
tayo,
naman
tayo
pwedeng sabihin nyo na hindi ako sumasagot dahil hindi niya gusto yung sagot ko.
Yes, isa-isa lang po tayo magsasalita. So yes, Honorable Rosas,
Yes,
please proceed and continue.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, kailan sinabit ng OVP ang liquidation report ng 2022 confidential fund sa Intelligence and Confidential Fund Audit Office ng Commission on Audit? Yan, Madam Chair, siguro naman masasagot tayo ng OVP, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
I will forgo the opportunity to defend the OVP 2025 budget proposal. By question and answer, I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on the proposal.
Honorable Rosas, proceed please.
Yes, Madam Chair, simple questions of dates, no, Madam Chair, hindi na tayo sinasagot. I don't think so nasasagutin niya tayo sa iba pa. So, Madam Chair, let me run down my questions sa iba pa. Madam Chair, yung pagtanong ko sa kailan sinubmit, tapos kung kaya, ibig sabihin yung liquidation report na dated January 10, 2023, it was only submitted to ICFAO on September 18, 2023. And Madam Chair, pinrocess ang confidential funds na ito noong 2022. Tatanungin ko rin sana kung aware ang OVP sa Joint Circular number 2015-01.
Kindly wind up.
And Madam Chair, for the record, kasi Madam Chair, ang nakalagay sa item 6.2.2.7 no, ng Joint Circular, all cash advances for CF for the confidential fund or intelligence fund shall be liquidated at year-end, Madam Chair. So yun po yung reason kung bakit natin tinatanong, kasi lumagpas. Ibig sabihin, di nagko-comply ang OVP sa deadline na nakalagay sa joint circular na dapat niliquidate na ang cash advance para sa confidential funds ng 2022 noong December 2022 pa lamang. Yun po yung year-end niya. Pero nakita niyo naman January. So Madam Chair, those are simple questions na kayang sagutin ng OVP but never na sinagot ng OVP, Madam Chair. So, Madam Chair, sana man lang kahit paligoy-ligoy, hindi sinagot talaga Madam Chair. So, thank you, Madam Chair.
Next to interpolate is...
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Yes. Hindi po totoo yung sinasabi ni Representative Brosas na hindi ako sumagot. Hindi sumagot ang Office of the Vice President. We cooperated with the cases in the Supreme Court. There are 4 cases in the Supreme Court. And then we cooperated with all the audit actions of the Commission on Audit. I will forgo the opportunity to defend the Office of the Vice President 2025 budget proposal by question and answer, and I will leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on that proposal.
Madam Chair, last lang, Madam Chair. This is a Congress, Madam Chair.
na lang sa round 2, Honorable Brosas.
Yes, sasabihin ko lang, Madam Chair, na proper forum ito para malaman natin ang lahat. This is a proper forum. Ang Kongreso po ang dapat nag-aalam niya. Thank you.
Right, so next to interpolate is the Honorable Micaela Angela Swansing.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, my line of questioning would be based on the different documents submitted by the Committee on, the Commission on Audit and Compliance to the subpoena duces tecum, as well as the accomplishment reports submitted by the Office of the Vice President. So, Madam Chair, I prepared a few slides for presentation to the committee across the different quarters, and also maraming salamat po.
Salamat, Madam Vice President. Do you wish to respond first, Madam Vice President? Or
I think, ma'am, point of order is more important than the answer.
I will repeat what I said earlier. The subject matter, as defined by the chair of this hearing, is the 2025 budget. And yes, it is customary to examine the 2024 budget. But we are having a very, very close and very, very even eloquent examination of the 2022 budget, or 23 budget, for which we have already taken action by removing the confidential funds of the Vice President in the 2024 budget. So I submit again, Madam Chair, that this is not, I mean, if we're talking about oversight, yes, there is oversight of any House committee, but not during the budget hearing of a specific year's budget. So there is a Committee on Public Accountability chaired by Congressman Paduano. So all of those are all venues within the House, not to mention the legal issue of what is already being discussed in the Supreme Court. So I raise the continuing point of order, Madam Chair, on all of the questions regarding the 2023 budget.
thank you, ma'am, for your insights. But again,
Madam Chair, there is a point of order. Please rule on the point of order.
we have already, Madam.
It is a must for the chair to rule on the point of order.
Chair
There is a
is
point of order,
speaking.
Madam Chair.
The chair is speaking. I would like to request members as well to respect
Yes,
the
Madam Chair.
Sandali
That
lang.
is the rules. The rule says if a point of order is raised, the chair will have to rule on the point of order.
Yes, and the point of order is not to discuss previous years, at kasasabi lang po natin, kaya nga gusto ko pong magsalita. Kanina po, sinabi ko na, pinaliwanag ko na po, na ang previous years ay napaka-importante po. Sinabi ko na po kanina na nung huling plenary debates, pinag-usapan po itong 125 million confidential funds. Inutusan po natin ang COA na gawin ang audit, tapusin ng mid-November. Tama, di ba? Inutusan namin kayo na tapusin nyo na ng mabilis. November 2023, tapusin nyo na. Pero since then, hindi pa natin naririnig kung ano ang naging resulta nun. Umaksyon na tayo without even hearing from the COA what the findings were. Ang naging aksyon natin, tinanggal natin from the civilian agencies. I think it is important for us to know once and for all what happened, because that will guide us for moving forward. Kasi malay ba natin na mali pala naging aksyon natin. Yun ay piniliwanag ko na. And on the basis of that, I ruled that we stick to our plan, and nakasulat po yan sa lahat ng liham natin, sa lahat ng ahensya, hindi lang naman po sa Office of the Vice President. At kung nakikinig po kayo kanina, binasa ko po yung item number 3, which which says comparative budget allocation and utilization rate from fiscal year 2019 to 2023. Lahat po ng mga ahensya, sinabihan po natin na kasama po ang item na to sa pagkikilatis po ng proposed budget for 2025. So with that, let us now proceed to our next interpolator. From the minority, we have
Madam Chair.
No ruling. Whether it is taken, not taken, or no ruling.
it is not taken. And I reiterate the earlier ruling, which is not taken. So we proceed to the next interpolator. From the minority, we have the Honorable Raul.
Madam Chair.
I'm sorry, but we are now proceeding with
Yes.
it unless, yes.
But there was a
Sorry.
representative who spoke, so
Oh, you
Yes.
to,
Yes.
yes, okay. So, yes, please, you may.
yes, thank you, Madam Chair. It seems that Representative Sonsing was well prepared when she came, and she already knew the answers. In fact, she had this drama to ask the Commission on Audit representative here, but when he was not able to answer, she had the answer already to her question. So, Madam Chair, may I request that only representatives who have questions be allowed to speak? That is not a motion, that is a request to you as the presiding officer. Ano namang tanong ni?
Yes, Madam Vice President, we note your request. And with that, we move on to our,
I have a question of clarification.
yes, our Honorable
Your statement,
Lawyer Macapagal-Arroyo, please.
you quoted your letter saying that you want the utilization rate for previous years. It was not a letter asking for how the budgets were expended, especially on questions that we, as a House, decided on already last year.
Yes, Madam, it says comparative budget allocation. So that phrase is interpreted as how the fund was used. So I hope that is a sufficient explanation. And with that, we proceed to our next interpolator. From the minority, we have the Honorable Raul Manuel.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, kaya naman natin to ginagawa dahil bilang mga public officials, responsibilidad po natin ito sa taong bayan na nanonood po sa atin kung paano natin ginagastos ang pera ng taong bayan, Madam Chair. So, as to my question, since the Vice President also served as Deputy Secretary, in fact, wala po siyang separate basic salary nung siya ay Deputy Secretary, kaya actually intertwined din, no? Tumatagos yung role niya as VP and as Deputy Secretary. So I have questions, Madam Chair, dun sa confidential funds for 2023 ng Department of Education, and if the resource person would want to answer, andyan naman po yung opportunity na pinubukas sa kanya ng Kamara. So Madam Chair, can we confirm from the Vice President na nag-submit ng accomplishment report sa paggamit ng DepEd confidential funds for 2023 sa Senate President at sa Speaker of the House?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education have separate mandates. The roles of the Vice President and the Secretary of Education are not intertwined. And Madam Chair, I cannot speak for the Department of Education as I am not the Secretary anymore. Again, Madam Chair, hindi pala DepEd pala ito, no? O sige, tanong mo si DepEd yan.
Honorable Manuel.
Madam Chair, iba na po ang DepEd Secretary natin ngayon na hindi naman nag-request ng confidential fund. Ang nag-request po noon as the DepEd Secretary ay ang Vice President. And Madam Chair, in all agencies, lagi ini-invoke national security, pag-target dun sa mga suspected na mga grupo. So, yung ganong tinake on na mandato, Madam Chair, kahit originally wala naman talaga yun sa OVP tsaka DepEd, tinake on ng resource person. Kaya ngayon hindi dapat iwasan na sagutin din yun given ang tinake on na tasks ng resource person. Kasi Madam Chair, sige kung hindi po niya sasagutin, sa accomplishment report kasi for the first quarter of 2023, nabanggit po doon na yung confidential funds ng DepEd ginamit sa counter-insurgency program, prevention of recruitment by rebel and leftist groups among students and teachers. Meron din, Madam Chair, anti-terrorism programs, including the gathering of necessary information to implement peace and order within DepEd. Pareho din ang actual outcome tsaka ang kinlaim na accomplishments, Madam Chair, for second quarter and third quarter of 2023. So, gusto nating i-present din sa committee na ito, Madam Chair, na sa mga dokumento na sinubmit din ng Commission on Audit, part po ng certification sa paggamit ng DepEd Confidential Fund ay galing sa mga military units. And Madam Chair, we have copies of those documents. Ang DepEd use of confidential funds in partnership with the 1st Infantry Division of Zamboanga del Sur, 5th Infantry Division of Isabela, 7th Infantry Division of Nueva Ecija, 9th Infantry Division of Camarines Sur. At ang mga activities nila, Madam Chair, ay mga youth leadership summits, yun po yung tawag nila doon, at mga information education campaigns. Now, can we present yung slide, Madam Chair? May pinipare po tayo as a sample sa ano yung mga pinapamahagi ng mga pamphlets sa ganitong mga di umano'y Youth Leadership Summit tsaka Information Education Campaign. Ayun, Madam Chair, ang sabi po dyan, kapag nagsuot ka lang ng flag na may nakasulat na Serve the People, di ba, Madam Chair, napakagandang pakinggan, pero para po sa DepEd, Madam Chair, ang mga nagsusuot daw ng ganon dapat i-report sa DepEd. At bahagi po ng paggamit nila ng confidential fund ay pagpapakalat ng ganitong napaka-malicious na kaisipan, Madam Chair. And given that we already have a Supreme Court ruling na nagsasabing nakakapahamak sa buhay na ating mga bata, mga kabataan, ang ganitong mga tipo ng propaganda, Madam Chair, it seems na para pala sa DepEd, accomplishment ang pagpapahamak ng buhay ng mga estudyante at ng mga teacher. In fact, under the now resigned DepEd Secretary, they violated their own order, Madam Chair. They have a Department Order number 32, series of 2019. Ang sabi doon, Madam Chair, ay bawal, and I quote, schools shall not be utilized for military purposes. This includes the conduct of anti-insurgency information activities or such of the related uses that may endanger the lives of learners and school personnel. So, Madam Chair, lumala yung education crisis, pero
30 seconds.
Yun pa ang naging paggamit ng DepEd confidential funds, Madam Chair. Next slide, Madam Chair. So we can wrap up. Ganito yung breakdown ng paggamit ng DepEd confidential funds, Madam Chair. Kung mapapansin, gumamit lang for first, second, and third quarter. Tapos, Madam Chair, bawat quarter, pare-pareho yung amounts ng paggamit, 37.5 million pesos. And this is confirmed by the audit observation memo ng COA, Madam Chair. And, Madam Chair, we take note, June, July, which falls in the second and third quarter, wala pong pasok sa mga paaralan. So yung question natin, ano yung ginawa ng DepEd at bakit magkakapareho yung rates ng paggamit ng confidential funds? So ang isa sa makikita natin dito, Madam Chair, we can't deny na it seems ay kaduda-duda yung ganong pinapresent ng DepEd na paggamit ng confidential funds. Yun na lang, Madam Chair. Salamat.
Madam Vice President.
Yes. Madam Chair, the invitation for this budget hearing was the budget proposal of fiscal year 2025 of the Office of the Vice President. I request that the questions, Madam Chair, be related to the subject of the budget hearing, which is the OVP 2025 budget proposal. And Madam Chair, you will allow me this because you allowed him to speak about DepEd, which is not related to OVP. According to Kate and Ida, the former secretary of the CPP-NPA's Sub-Regional Committee 5, revealing concerning associations of Representative Raul Manuel with the NPA units in Southern Mindanao, alleging that he visited
Madam Chair, point of order.
Sitio Bolo, Barangay Daguhoy, Talingot, Davao del
Vice
Norte
President.
in 2017. And his alleged connections with the CPP NPA coupled with the recruitment activities involving Kabataan Party List. Rendell, who was missing for 11 months and
Madam
came
Chair,
home
point of
in a
order, Madam
coffin.
Chair.
And
So,
came home in a coffin.
yung sinasabi po ng ating Vice President ay allege. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, marites or galing yan sa chismis.
Okay,
So, hindi natin
galing po ito
pwedeng,
sa
Madam
NPFL
Chair,
Capital.
ang Office of the Vice President.
Let Chair rule. So yes, we will take note of the request of our Madam Vice President. Let's stick to our topic. Okay, so with that, we shall proceed to our next member.